Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. So today I have my review of The Ravens by Kass Morgan and Danielle Paige. But before we get into the review, please make sure to click the subscribe button below and click the bell for notification. And just so you all know, I will be doing a giveaway after we hit 100 subscribers. We're at 95 right now, and I appreciate every single one of you. So keep an eye out for details after we hit 100. So this story revolves around a university sorority, but beneath all of the appearances, they are actually a very powerful coven of witches. So this is a super exclusive sorority, obviously, and all of the girls have powers of their own. So some of the girls have been raised as witches, and they come from very, very long lines of witches. And some girls have no idea that they have any power, so they're recruited and trained by the sorority. So the coven has been kept secret for hundreds of years, but the girls start getting threatening messages, and so they know that they've been found out, and there's someone out there who wants to see all of the witches burn. And this is kind of where our story begins. So the first thing that made me fall in love with this book was the magic system that the authors came up with. So the coven revolves around all of the suits of the tarot. So you have swords, cups, pentacles, and wands, of course, which correspond to the elements earth, air, fire, and water. So each one of the girls has different abilities, and they are sorted according to their abilities, and they can draw on one element really, really well. So the other thing that I really liked here was there was a great deal of goddess worship, and the magic system was just great. Of course, I'm a practicing witch myself, so this was right up my interests. So besides the magic system, the mundane world of just going to university every day and the character development were both done really well. I just found that the plot, the characters, every aspect of this story was well developed. It wasn't too much in your face where you're like, okay, you know, I'm kind of getting overwhelmed, and, you know, not like it wasn't enough that you didn't really feel attached to anything. I felt very attached to all of the sorority sisters, and there was also a nice level of diversity, both with people of color and LGBTQIA+ representation in the story as well. So the magic system, the plot, the characters, everything was fantastic, and I found myself wanting to go to this university and be part of the sorority. And the whole Greek life thing is something that I don't really believe in or agree with, but I just wanted to be part of this coven and be part of the sisterhood. The story itself was also really, really fast-paced. So at no point at all did I ever feel bored reading this book, and of course it is geared towards YA, but it was so fast-paced. There were lots of twists and turns, but at no point did I ever feel that I was confused or overwhelmed, or, you know, there was too much going on. It was just nicely done, and every time you kind of think that, okay, this is the storyline and this is kind of where we're going, something big would happen and the whole story would lead in a completely different direction. The only thing that I didn't care about in this book was the main romance element. So you kind of have a situation here where you can, you know, just sort of roll your eyes when you're someone my age, because one of the girls is completely devastated because her boyfriend broke up with her, and then like within 2 or 3 days she's pawning over somebody else. So I just kind of had to roll my eyes at it. But like I said, this is geared towards YA, so I was expecting that element in there anyway. But what I really appreciated was that this romance element didn't take away from the main plot. It didn't distract me at all, and ultimately I didn't really mind it. It was totally fine. So the only unfortunate thing is that this book is the first in a series, and the next book is not due to come out for another year. But I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised that I liked this book so much. It was actually my favorite read in the entire month of January, and it's something that I just picked up because I was like, oh yeah, this sounds fun, and you know, I love the whole dark academia thing, and it has to do with witches, and I just thought it would be like a mediocre kind of read. But it turned out to be my most favorite read in the entire month of January. So I'd recommend picking this one up if you're interested in it. It's not anything astounding or anything that hasn't been done before, but it was totally entertaining. I really enjoyed my time with it. And overall, I gave this book 4 stars. So yeah, if you're into dark academia and sororities and witch covens and stuff like that, or you're just looking for a good YA that has a really interesting storyline, I would totally recommend picking up this book. So there you guys go. That is my honest review of The Ravens by Kass Morgan and Danielle Paige. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. This is a new release, but let me know if you guys have read it or if you're planning on picking it up, and we can chat down in the comments. But until next time, guys, stay spooky. Bye.